This is Billy Guyette with Guyette Roofing. I'm on a commercial metal roof in Tallahassee, Alabama, and I wanted to highlight some problems that this roof is having. First of all, the roof is approximately 20 to 25 years old, and the surface of the roof is metal. And this roof, on this roof, the structural deck is also the waterproofing element of the roof. So this metal that I'm standing on right now is sheds water, and it also provides structural support. First off, I've been on the inside, and the inside of the building has a lot of leaks. There's a lot of chronic problems here, and I wanted to show a few spots where the water was coming in. Number one, all four corners of the roof are leaking. This is the front right corner. It's a pretty bad leak over here. So we've got a piece of edge flashing that goes up the edge right there, and it's leaking here at the bottom. You can see a rusted nail there. You can see a hole right there at the outer edge. Basically, this whole piece of coping flashing here needs to come up, and we need to change out the screws and change out the sealant. If that was the only problem, then we could do that, but there's a lot of problems on this roof. For example, every single one of the 3,500 screws that are up here are leaking, and they've all developed a ring of rust around the screw. There's a case in point right there. So every single one of these screws has been compromised. Also, the seams, each side has one long seam. The panels are about 25 feet long, and they join right here. This seam has been compromised. You can kind of feel the rust underneath your feet as you're walking the seam, which means that water just sits there. And if water sits in this seam, then it eventually makes its way inside the building. So that's a problem on both sides, this rusted seam right here. Also, the skylights are all at least 20 years old, and they're starting to dry rot, developing some mold on here, and they need to be replaced or decked over. There's a few spots that have been replaced. They've done some repair work over there. That's starting to break down. Whoever was on the roof previously just threw up some elastomeric coating that you buy at Home Depot, which of course doesn't last that long. And you can see how it's starting to break down and fade. And we've got a bad leak where this coping flashing meets the roof here, and you can see that big crack right there. And so any repair area, this repair spot is indicative of the other repair areas. Just wasn't done right, and now it's causing more problems than it's fixing. So our proposition to the building owner with widespread problems like this would be a retrofit option, where we would install insulation or flute filler between the ribs of these metal panels, and then a piece of 1/2-inch cover board to provide a smooth surface up here. We would leave the existing deck, we would deck over the skylights, and then install a single ply membrane TPO over the whole roof. And because TPO is weldable, the whole roof would be one monolithic system, where the seams of the roof would become the strongest part of the roof because you're welding two of the pieces together, unlike metal and modified bitumen roofs. So that's our proposition to the building owner, is to do a retrofit option on this roof. This would be a 20-year roof system. After year 20, the owner could just put another layer of TPO on top of the old layer. That's it. This is Billy Guyette with Guyette Roofing, and I'm in Tallahassee, Alabama.